Hey, what's going on, geeks? Maxusthebeast is here. Man, that's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Hey guys, I'm alive. I know it's been quite a bit of time since I have last uploaded a video on this channel. It's been well over a year. I know I've done a couple live streams since then, but that hardly counts. I hope with this video to the very least answer a few of the potential frequently asked questions, end quote, about where I've been over the past year and some change, and why the furthest extent of my content as of late has been live stream and stream archives versus actual videos, and essentially once again a where I've been update, because I think this one, more than any of the other like channel updates or hiatus announcement videos, more than any of that, this is probably needed more than any of them at this point in time, because I've been gone for over a year, which might make this my longest hiatus yet. I'm hoping to put an end to that. We'll talk about that in a minute. First and foremost, let's stop beating around the bush. It's time I explain where in the world I've been, what has been keeping me so busy this past stretch of time, and why the only content I've really been able to fully sit down and put together has been, well, live streams, which really isn't much to put together. I mentioned last year, if y'all can think back to the channel update I did back in July last year, I mentioned in that video that there was something big coming around the corner in my life. And I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. Without going too much into specifics, two big things happened to me last year. 2023 was a huge year and a huge milestone for my life. First and foremost, I graduated from college. I am no longer a student, at least no longer a student in college. I've graduated, I've moved on to the bigger and better things in the world, one such being my first major job. I've worked before. I used to do some home care and animal care work. I was a receptionist for many years. But now it's finally the time I get to actually go out and really pursue my dreams. I'm not going to go too much into it for the sake of privacy, and that I don't really want to share too much in this video. Isn't the time or place. But I'm a teacher now. And that has been my dream for the longest time, to get in the classroom and teach. So that has really been the crux of where I've been. If there are any other teachers that happen to be watching this video, then you'll know how much of a process and how much work goes into preparing classes, how drained people or teachers can be after a long day. And I enjoy what I do. The school year has started back up for me now, and it's going really well. But it's got me really busy. And I'm a night owl. I'm not an early bird. I'm not a morning person. So the school year in general really skews my sleep schedule, because I don't go to bed early, partially because my body just refuses to let me. And so I wake up early, get tired in the early afternoon, and just kind of get home and chill. I'm brain dead. I tangent a lot. It's harder to come up with coherent videos when my brain is fried from a day in the classroom. Again, I enjoy what I do. It wipes you out after a while. Again, if anybody else is a teacher watching this video, then I'm sure you can relate in some extent. Now, that should explain where I've been for most of the months of the school year, but that doesn't excuse weekends or summers, or other periods throughout the year where I might be, on break. Well, part of that goes into, one, the formation of a rather unfortunate habit where I've gotten so out of used to being out of the YouTube scene, so to speak, where I've gotten so used to not making videos that it's harder to sit down and just start again. So, even when I've had plenty of time off or plenty of opportunities, I just didn't. Partially because it's difficult to pick that back up again. I still have ideas for YouTube videos. I still want to do YouTube videos. And I feel like I need to express that and make sure that we're perfectly clear that I still want to do YouTube. I still want to make videos. I think we're right now in a season where a lot of people are retiring after, plenty of years of YouTube experience. And while I'm approaching my 8-year anniversary, I'm not at the point where I want to retire. I'm going to keep at this for really as long as I can still, form an idea of a video. But I just want to make sure that we're clear that I'm not retiring. But also, the big change here is just the formation of this bad habit and the fact that I need to, kick that bad habit. I need to start training myself to get back into the habit of making videos more regularly, of putting the plenty of ideas I have on paper into practice. I think that's been one of my biggest issues throughout my entire YouTube career, of having plenty of ideas, of having well fleshed out ideas, but then not actually applying them to an actual video, and just kind of sitting on these ideas, these proposed videos, and then never actually getting around to them. Whether that be for any reason of just not feeling it, of being busy with life, or whatever else is going on. There's been plenty that's been keeping me busy alongside with school and family stuff and just life in general. But I should also, if I do intend to make YouTube a priority and still make the claim that YouTube's important to me, to actually make those claims a reality and act on them. Because I do recognize that it's been quite some time since I've, again, done YouTube. And I've said plenty of times throughout the entirety of my career, when during similar hiatuses or whatnot, that, this is going to be the last one, I'm going to communicate better, and then I don't. So I do think I need to approach the future with a more structured way of handling these breaks, where I give ample communication, ample heads up versus just vanishing into thin air. So, yeah. But essentially, to make a long story short, to kind of cut down on some of the rambling I'm known to do, I still have the interest to do YouTube. I still have ideas of videos I want to make, I have plenty of thoughts just sifting through my head at once about content to create, of stuff in nerd culture and otherwise that I want to talk about, make videos on, and I still have ideas for big video essays and other projects. Time is going to be a bit of a problem, because I do have a fair bit of free time throughout the day. I'm home late afternoon typically, and I have evenings off, weekends too for the most part, and I'm going to have several periods of break throughout the year, and then a whole summer next year. I think time management's going to be a big thing for me. But all in all, my biggest resolution going forward is going to be better communication. Because there are going to be times where I want to take a break, or the only kind of content that I either feel like creating because of, just stuff going on in life and I'm just tired or whatever else, the only kind of content I'm going to really be able to be getting out is live streams. But if I end up in that situation, either in a live stream, on a YouTube notification, or anything else, to communicate that. So we don't have another one of these extensive breaks for, again, this one has been for well over a year. That is unacceptable, and we're not doing that again. Because, admittedly, there are going to be times where I'm likely going to be just tired, not feeling like making a video, whatever else, so the content flow might not be as fast as I want it to. And so I might want to take a break and pull back for a little bit again, just only do like live streams of the sort. But I need to actually communicate that better than I have been. So, the big takeaways are, I want to keep doing YouTube. I'm going to communicate better. And this will be the last time that we have a hiatus like this. Even if I communicate, I'm not taking another year to step away from YouTube. That's not happening again. We are not doing this again. I promise you guys. We're not doing another 1 year hiatus. Again, I believe that is unacceptable. Not going to happen. So, a final, quote, frequently asked question might be if I have an upload schedule, or will have an upload schedule. And if my yapping has been any indication of that mindset currently, no. Purely because, again, I can't predict the future. I can't read how I'm going to be in a week, a month, on a day-to-day basis of, I'm going to have good days, I'm going to have bad days, but even on good days I sometimes end up tired and don't really feel like coming back and doing something else. So, I can't, in good conscience, start giving out dates again of when videos are coming, of whatever else, because, you know, who knows, really. But what I will say is definitely more regular than they have been. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm going to get 2 out a week, I'm going to get whatever. I'm going to shoot to maybe get 1 out a week. That's going to be my early goal, but I'm not going to give like specific days of when to expect what. Because it's been one of my problems of just giving promises and then just something gets in the way, and then that idea never comes into practice. And the video I promised never gets released. Or if it does get released, it's pushed further back. So, I've mentioned this before. I'm going to mention it again because it's relevant. I'm going to stop giving release dates for things unless I 100% have them completed and ready to go. My goal is going to try to be 1 a week. I think I can manage that. If I get more than that out a week, that'd be really cool. But I'm not going to say that that's going to be the strategy and the schedule, because again, I don't fully know. So goal now currently is no real set in stone schedule. It's going to be decently sporadic, but I'm going to shoot to get at least 1 video out per week. As far as live streaming goes, I like to do that also once a week, maybe twice a week, whenever I really feel like it. I have a lot of games I'm playing right now. Would be interested in streaming those, whether it be Helldivers or Fortnite or Civilization or 7 Days to Die. A lot of other games. Be seeing some streams of those throughout the weeks. But again, just like with regular upload schedule, it's going to be really on a how I'm feeling basis. I still want to do YouTube. I still want to do streams. There's some days where I'm just not feeling it. But in any case, enough yapping. The biggest takeaway right now for this bit is schedule is tentative. Currently, I'm going to shoot for one video a week, not giving an exact day of when to expect them because, again, I don't know. But I'm going to at least try to get one video out per week. If I'm feeling extra motivated, I might get more out. Who knows? At this point, I'm rambling, so I'm going to try to wrap this all up. The final thing I want to talk about that it might make the these next few videos be a bit different is I'm still trying to find my voice again. It's been so long since I've done YouTube that I haven't lost a skill, but it's gotten to be less developed. So I'm gonna need to quote unquote relearn some of the skills I need to fully, make content. So I might be trying to do more script writing again here soon to, make sure I'm not just rambling off into oblivion like I have been for a little bit now. But even with script writing and all that jazz, I am still going to have to, quote, refine my voice. So here's hoping that I can get this done in a reasonable time frame. But I just want to just clear the air on that because that is going to be something that I'm going to be having to redo as we get back into the swing of things. But in any case, I think I've done enough yapping. I just wanted to clear the air about where I've been, that I'm not quitting YouTube, give the update on a very tentative upload schedule / streaming schedule, and just give a final bit of clarity on just my overall YouTube skills and the stuff I need to be working on again and rebuilding and all that jazz. So make sure we're on the same page on this. I'm not quitting. I'm looking forward to a bright future of getting back into making YouTube content. But in any case, enough rambling aside, I do hope that you guys will stick with me in this exciting new chapter of my YouTube career. And I want to also thank you guys for your continued support on my content, even in my absence over the past bit, and for tuning into the streams and all the support you guys have been doing for all that jazz, and for sticking it out with me despite the tremendously long period of inactivity. It does mean a lot that you guys have stuck around, and I'm looking forward to a very bright future as we continue to get back on our feet, and, well, as I continue to get back on my feet and get back into the swing of things, making YouTube videos about the stuff I'm interested in, nerd culture, video games, all that jazz. I'm looking forward to getting back into it, and I hope you guys are ready to join me on this new branch. Anyway, folks, I think I've yapped enough. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, Maxusthebeast is out.